Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome on this beautiful Sunday morning. I'm just sitting here with my cup of coffee and it's time to play MTG Arena. And yeah, on this weekend actually I wanted to already upload an episode on Saturday, but unfortunately I had some technical issues and the last episode was damaged, so I couldn't upload it. And yeah, the file was somehow corrupted and then damaged, and it was not possible to upload it. It was also about this Durin deck playing ranked, and we were in Platin because it was also 1 week ago before this new season. And yeah, unfortunately I have to record new episodes, new games with this deck. So now we are playing ranked games again with this, and I have made some small changes here. As you can see, I just put actually the strategy of this deck is basically the same. We want to cast Doors of Durin and then put as many big creatures on the battlefield as possible and as fast as possible. So you can see we have Balrog, Durin Spain. I added also Riders of the Mark, Witch King of Angmar, and some other big creatures because yeah, I already played it with the rank game, and it doesn't matter. I just wanted to make some changes just to see other creatures, because yeah, you can put whatever big creature you want in this deck, and yeah, it's just the same strategy. So here we have the Elephant, perfect, we'll just choose this and then we can attack. So we have already a 6/4 creature on the battlefield, and yeah, Ominous Seas. So when this enchantment gets 8 counters, they can also create an 8/8 Kraken creature token. So yeah, so this time I will also play a couple of games with Doors of Durin deck in ranked games. Yeah, we have to start in gold rank again, but I think it doesn't matter. It should also be very competitive. So here we have Glowing Dwarf Emissary, and yeah, I think I will just play some games and I will upload it today. I think maybe later in the evening. So this episode should be online then, and hopefully I will not have any technical issues anymore. So yeah, we will attack of course the Planeswalker, and we will also attack the opponent. So, and the next episode I also wanted to make an episode about the Watcher in the Water, also one of those Lord of the Rings cards. And yeah, I was just going through this Lord of the Rings card list and I saw this card, and I have GG, we were just too fast. Also the Elephant was too fast. Yeah, I was saying that I wanted to create a deck with the Watcher in the Water, and it's a 9/9 Kraken creature from Lord of the Rings. As you can see in the first part, Fellowship of the Ring, when the Fellowship wants to enter Moria. So yeah, then this huge Kraken appears out of nowhere and wants to grab Frodo. I think because he senses the ring, so he grabs Frodo first. Perfect, here we have Doors of Durin. And yeah, and this will be just a fun deck because I just compared and I just looked for some synergies between the Kraken and other cards. The problem is there are not so many spells that we can use in our opponent's turn, because the ability of the Kraken says whenever we draw a card in our opponent's turn, we create a 1/1 tentacle creature token, and whenever this creature token dies, we can remove one of those 9 stun counters that the Kraken receives when it enters the battlefield, and we can also put 1 stun counter on our opponent's creature. So yeah, that's it actually. And we have some cards that might be really good, but unfortunately there are sorcery spells like Birthday Escape. It would be much better if it would be a instant spell, because then we can cast it in our opponent's turn. But as I said, it will be just a fun deck, and I will just play a couple of games in unranked games because I don't think it will be competitive. So here we have Doors of Durin, perfect. Against those sliver decks we have to be very fast. Perfect, we have another Oliphant. Maybe we'll create an Oliphant army here. Yeah, and in the last episode, that one that was damaged, I had like 3 Oliphaunts on the battlefield. So I really like when I can cast Oliphaunt, or I can put those Oliphaunts straight from the library on the battlefield, thanks to Doors of Durin. Yeah, because this creature also gives other creatures +2/+0 when it attacks, and also it has now hexproof because of Elrond the elf. Yeah, it says whenever it matters if we have a dwarf, or I think dwarves are giving the creatures that are coming from the library trample, and elves are giving hexproof. So authority of the consuls, our creatures are entering the battlefield tapped, and also our opponent gets 1 life point. So Leeching Sliver, and let's see, I mean Oliphaunt has trample, so yeah, it's a huge creature. And we have also, King of the Oathbreakers is also one of those cards that I just added, and we have here Witch King of Angmar, perfect. So you can see, actually I also prefer them by putting them straight from the library on the battlefield. So also we can give, we can actually give any other creature +2/+2, +2/+0, and now we have Éomer, and we can exile the White Sliver. Perfect. Also our creatures are getting protection from white, so GG, that was fast. So Tenacious Bree, yeah, and we will play a couple of games in gold rank. So this looks pretty good. We have also the Generous Ant, the Light Halfling, perfect. So we have enough lands and also enough creatures that produce mana. So we can then do the forest cycling, and then we will cast the Lighted Halfling. Also Elrond is really so essential in this deck because of his scry ability. Oh, here we have another authority of the consuls. Yeah, it's very popular right now in ranked games, this authority of the consuls, especially if you're running a cat deck with lifelink. I saw a lot of those kind of decks. So authority, I also had I have authority of the consuls in one of my dwarf deck. It's the Kaladesh dwarf vehicle deck, and yeah, that was the only deck that I made from Kaladesh. I really like the vault, and so we can cast the Light Halfling, and you can see they have the Soul Warden. So probably they have also some creatures with lifelink, and whenever they gain life they will be bigger. So we can scry, perfect. Arven, Mortal Queen, I think we just need to search for Doors of Durin. Each opponent mills a card. Okay. So we have also Mirror of Galadriel that lets us draw cards. Smuggler's Surprise. Okay, they can also bring those 2 lands back on their hand. Guide of Souls, also very popular currently. I see Guide of Souls very often in the games. So here we have Argon and Arven, a big creature. I think we'll just go for Éomer has haste, so whenever we lose one of those creatures while we are attacking, we have another combat phase. But I think we'll just go for Gloim because maybe we need more treasure tokens. Perfect. So Mirror of Galadriel cannot be countered. It's a legendary artifact, and then we can attack with Elrond. So yeah, where is Doors of Durin? That's the card that we need. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Watcher in the Water deck, because yeah, I didn't actually perceive that creature. I just saw, and then I just saw there's a creature with 9/9, but of course it enters the battlefield with 9 stun counters. But I think the ability of this creature is ridiculously funny. Riders of the Mark, I don't know. I mean, we will just put it under the library because we just urgently need Doors of Durin. so we can attack down to 19. And yeah, the ability from Watcher in the Water is so funny, so I just want to try it out, even when it will be not that successful. So Ocelot's Pride, we have to kill this creature, so we have Friendly Rivalry, and then we can target Ocelot's Pride, because whenever they gain life, they create a 1/1 white creature token, cat token. So let's target Aragorn and maybe Elrond, and we'll deal damage to the Ocelot Pride. Perfect. And yeah, are you still playing also a lot of Durins cards or decks? And yeah, soon I'm also very excited. Here we have the Balrog. I'm so excited for the Hobbit deck that will be released in August. So then we can also create so many new decks, and then maybe also mix some cards with Lord of the Rings. And now they have released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I don't know if you can let me know in the comments if you are a fan of this set, or did you grow up with this series. I mean, it's very popular in the US, right? Oh, destroy all non-land permanents. Oh, they also destroyed, but oh, we just need one more land, then we can cast Balrog and defeat the opponent. Aye, we have to wait one more turn, because Balrog has haste, so hopefully we can attack with the Balrog next turn and kill the opponent. Caretaker's Talent, and also Balrog is, yeah, it's a 7/5 creature with haste, so perfect. We can kill the opponent with the Balrog. Amazing. So GG. Yeah, I was talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, when I was younger, I watched a couple of episodes. I was not really into it, but on our TV there was always, yeah, some episodes, I think from the late 90s. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and yeah, I just also looked at the cards, and they looked really good and on point. I think they matched the style from the TV series. So here we have Generous End, we can do the forest cycling, and yeah, we just need to put... yeah, I think we'll just go for Elrond so we can scry. Let's see. Oh, great. Here we have Doors of Durin. Hopefully they will not kill Elrond, but yeah, they have it seems to be a mono black deck. They still have 2 mana. Yeah, they are targeting Elrond, unfortunately. Okay, destroy target creature or planeswalker. But now we know the... I think maybe, yeah, we should go for Gloin, and then we still have 1 mana left. We can do the mountain cycling. Hopefully they will not kill Gloin. So next turn we can already cast Doors of Durin. Perfect. So they casted a creature. Nice. So Doors of Durin, we can attack. Create a treasure token also. Let's do that. Oh no. Yeah. Though we don't need those 2 cards, and hopefully, come on. Yeah, perfect. Another copy of Elrond. We don't need more lands. So they are blocking Gloin. I know back then my brother was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and also he had some action figures. So yeah, but it's fun. I think we can maybe also create some decks from this set. I mean, we have so many plans, but yeah, we need wildcards and time. Time is more important. It's so difficult to test out the decks first, and then yeah, to play ranked games. So we have the Light Halfling, and then where are the big creatures? Hopefully we can... If we will attack now with Elrond, hopefully there is... again, Gloin, Dwarf Emissary. here we have the Wasp Pathfinder. Only the small creatures are appearing. Yeah, let's see. I think they will block. Oh, so we can also... We have enough mana, we can draw a card. Perfect, we have here the King of Oathbreakers. They didn't block. And the next set that will be released is also Strixhaven. I think it will be, when will it be? When they will release Hobbit in August. Now they released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe it should be in May then, or April. April or May. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to this set, because I played also the last one. And yeah, it was actually also fun. You have the feeling that you are playing with Harry Potter sets, decks, yeah. So generous, and we can also... Yeah, we'll cast King of the Oathbreakers. It's cool because whenever they target this creature, it will phase out, and then we can also create a spirit token. So we can attack. We can also draw a card. We have only legendary creatures on the battlefield. Perfect. Oh, Oliphant, yeah. Actually, I think that's the only purpose of the Oliphant, coming from the library straight on the battlefield, attacking the opponent. Yeah, that's amazing. I really like this creature. Unfortunately, there are no more other depictions or, yeah, the same creature types of the Oliphant. So GG. Yeah, we are coming closer. So we are playing against ACG. You go first, perfect. We have the Light Halfling, also Generous Ant. Yeah, it's so important, this forest cycling ability. I mean, that's what I really like about this set, because you can add other creatures or other cards into the stack, and you don't have only like 24 lands, you can also be very flexible, including those cards with the cycling ability. And the cool thing is, of course, each color has their unique card. Yeah, in this deck we have the Oliphant that has also the mountain cycling, the Generous Ant with forest cycling. The other ones are, I think, yeah, Troll of Khazad-dûm. I know that because I included this card into the Water deck. So this one, the Troll of Khazad-dûm, has swamp cycling. And the blue one, the blue one is Lorien's, I think, Lorien Reveal. So you can draw 3 cards. It's a sorcery spell, unfortunately. And it has also island cycling. So which one is missing? Yeah, the plain cycling. I don't know which one this is. I believe maybe one of those birds has plain cycling, because it's also a big creature. So especially those expensive cards, they have this cycling ability. So we can attack. No, actually we will stay back. Elrond is just too valuable. So we just need Doors of Durin. And then we can also, yeah, attack with the King of the Oathbreakers. Both creatures have Ward. Oh, Witch King of Angmar, perfect. Actually, yeah, we don't need right now the Doors of Durin enchantment, because you can see, as long as we have one of those creatures that produce mana, like the Light Halfling or the Wasp Pathfinder, actually it's quite easy to produce or to cast those big creatures. King of the Oathbreakers, Witch King of Angmar. So whenever one or more creatures deal combat damage to you, each opponent sacrifices. So probably among the weakest creatures. And also, how many mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually we can also cast Kankra, Lightning Strike. Yeah, we can make this creature, of course, indestructible by discarding Elrond. So now it's it has indestructible until end of turn. So then we can also attack with, yeah, the opponent never targets King of the Oathbreakers. So let's see, they will also distribute a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, I can tell you guys, this episode I feel a little bit pity, because this episode also had some really great games, and I also put several times the Oliphant on the battlefield, and then the Oliphant just killed the opponent. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, we have to move on, and so we'll play some more games with this stack. So down to 7, and I think that's it. Case of the Crimson Pulse. Cacophony Scamp. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, they're actually playing a Goblin deck. So here we have Great Hall, yeah. So GG. So opponent goes first. Yeah, we're a little bit stuck here. But yeah, we're still very positive about this deck. Yeah, you can see the opponent has a big library. So let's put Delighted Halfling, and there's another authority in the consoles, So yeah, we have Generous and also Oliphant that we can search for a basic land. And you can see actually how important Elrond is, even though we don't have right now Doors of Durin, but then we can just search, or we can scry for Doors of Durin every time when a creature enters the battlefield. So they have a flying creature, but we also have Legolas and Generous Hand with reach. So then we can do the mountain cycling. Here we have the mountain, perfect. They are attacking. Both creatures have lifelink. Here we have Arven, perfect. Arven with her indestructible counter is the perfect blocker. Riders of the Mark, yeah, I think we'll just put it under the library. I really want to cast this straight from the library. So let's do the forest cycling. And we can cast another Delighted Halfling. All our creatures are tapped. Also, we don't need you, Oliphant. Basically, we just need Doors of Durin. Mirage Mirror. Oh yeah, they can also conjure. Here we have Great Hall of the Citadel. And then I think we'll just cast maybe Arven. So then we have a blocker. Yeah, great. Here we have Doors of Durin. So next time we can start attacking the opponent. Yeah, I mean, we can just put on all the creatures on the battlefield. Let me see. No, that's not what we want to do. Yeah, Doors of Durin, we will keep that, and we have just to keep select the Ring Bearer. So we can attack with those two creatures, and we can discard the forest. So then we can also, yeah, we'll just attack with maybe two creatures and stay back with Legolas with reach, and maybe one of those smaller creatures also. So they can also transform this into one of our creatures. The Mirage Mirror. So here we have Doors of Durin, perfect. And then we will attack. So let's attack with Elrond and maybe... I mean, the opponent still has 32 life points. I think we'll just keep Arven and attack with Elrond. Perfect. Here we have the Balrog. Reveal. Yeah, also the opponent receives 1 life point. But it doesn't matter because Balrog is so huge. So, and we can discard more basic lands. Great. It looks pretty. This board looks pretty amazing. Hopefully we can just bring more big creatures on the battlefield. I mean, we still have 8 life points, so if they will transform one of those... Oh, they have another Mirage Mirror, so they can transform it into maybe a Balrog. Yeah, they are looking at this creature. But the Balrog doesn't have trample, so it doesn't matter. It only has haste, so basically... Yeah, we'll just block with Legolas, and okay, we can also block with Arven. I think they just forgot about Arven's indestructible counter. Perfect, so we can block that this way. Here we have the Wolf's Pathfinder, we'll choose King of the Oathbreakers. And then we... Oh, perfect, Kankra. So now let's attack. We will select Arven, no, Elrond, the Balrog. So it will be like 10 damage, hopefully. Oh yeah, and of course with Kankra, additional 8 damage. So 18. Here we have Radagast, great. I mean, you can see how unique this board is. We can discard the Wolf's Pathfinder, and also we can give, yeah, just to be sure, we will give Kankra lifelink, so we will at least have 17 life points. So now we are feeling a little bit more safe. So let's see, maybe they will use Mirage Mirror again. They could select, oh, the Balrog. Yeah, it's just 7 damage, so actually we don't have to block actually, but yeah, we can also block with Arven. So we'll get 3 life points. Here we have Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. So whenever Witch King attacks, defending player sacrifices creature with least power among those creatures. So we can also scry. I think actually the Balrog is a good addition to this deck, because sometimes when the opponent casts a board wipe spell, we need some creatures with haste, and then we have like 3 creatures, Éomer, Éowyn and Balrog, they have haste, because when Doors of Durin is the only card staying on the battlefield, we need some cards where we can attack immediately. So here we have also Riders of the Mark. I mean, can you see this board? King of the Oathbreakers, Kankra, Witch King, Generous End, and also next turn Riders of the Mark. Amazing. So we are playing against Éomer, and yeah, let's see. Opponent goes first. Okay, so we have Doors of Durin. This is a good hand that we have here. We will keep that, and then we can start by putting maybe, let me see. We have Grey Heavens also, that's great because we can scry one. Planar Genesis. Oh, we're just missing a forest here. So then we could cast Arven Mortal Queen. Overlord of the Huntwoods. Yeah, I'm not a really fan of those of this set. I think it's Karl of Maynor, right? I also didn't look up what kind of cards they have. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with this set. But do you also play? What kind of sets do you play currently? Are you playing also the Avatar set, or are you using some of those Avatar cards? Yeah, I just recently bought a big gift box from Avatar. There are, I think, 80 cards in this big box, and you can create 4 decks, I think. You can just mix, you have, from each color you have 20 cards, and then you can mix it. So yeah, I'm also looking forward to the Avatar set. Yeah, for someone who also grew up with this series. Yeah, so I have a stronger connection to Avatar than to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Avatar was really popular here, also in Austria, in Germany. Everyone was watching this series, and then everyone was talking in school about this. So here we have Witch King, Riders of the Mark. I mean, we have Wasp Pathfinder, which is a human creature. So I think we'll attack with the Witch King of Angmar, and then we can also cast Riders of the Mark cheaper. So, Witch King of Angmar, an amazing card with 5/3, and then also they have to sacrifice some creatures when we are attacking. King of the Oathbreakers. I hope they will target this creature, so we can also produce some spirit tokens. Bejamol Cup, yeah, a very popular card currently. And yeah, then we have also Riders of the Mark. We just put maybe, let's see, do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Nah, we just need, because none of those creatures are humans, so they don't make this card cheaper. So yeah, I also made some shorts about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards. So yeah, it looks cool because it really fits into this 90s series theme that they had. So it's really on point. So let's cast Elrond, so we can also scry. Perfect, so we can just put this under the library and we can attack, and then we can also see what the next two cards are. Wasp Pathfinder. Also, Oliphant, yeah. We will take that, great. And then we can select the Ring Bearer, Witch King of Angmar, and let's attack. So we will attack with those two flying creatures. None of those creatures have reach, perfect. And then we can also attack with the Oliphant. I will just search for another Oliphant. So we can scry. Yeah, that will be a lot of damage. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. Yeah, we'll keep that, because this creature also has haste. And put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, okay. And they are blocking with the other one. Yeah, Oliphant is trample. So we'll just deal one damage to this creature and down to 8, perfect. That's a cool board on both sides. Oh, Yorion, Sky Nomad. Yeah, they will just exile the Hangerback, Assembler, and wow, they just exiled 4. So they will return on the battlefield at the end of our opponent's turn. And yeah, therefore they will create more of those tokens. They can also use the Earthbound ability. Yeah, I think the Bejamol Cup is one of the most expensive cards in this Avatar set. So here we have Riders of the Mark. It has also Trample and Haste, so it's perfect for this deck. I think it's even better if you have Balrog with Haste and also the Riders of the Mark. So, because I just rotated out some cards, and for example, Aragorn, the Unitor, what else I just cut off. I think, let me see. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Just put, yeah, the Balrog, the Witch King of Angmar. Alongside with Witch King, the Bringer of Ruin. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Oh, we can just make this creature indestructible. I don't know, no one knows that Witch King of Angmar can be indestructible. So we also enhance King of the Oathbreakers. Actually, we don't need those two cards, we just need some big creatures. Unfortunately, it's the mountain. Okay, but King of the Oathbreakers also has trample. So the 3 damage will go through. Witch King has no trample, but Riders of the Mark and the Oliphant. Wow, this will be a lot of damage that we can distribute here. Also, we can kill the Overlord of the Houndswood. Perfect. Yorion, that card we have to get rid of. Down to 5. Still, they still have 5 life points. And still a lot of creatures on the battlefield. Dalny Streetwise Lookout. And they're attacking with all the creatures. That's a surprise. I mean, we can also... Oh, we cannot block, of course. Yeah, they are unblockable. Still, we're down to 11, and when we attack with all the creatures, I mean, the opponent is dead. And also we can put Balrog on the battlefield. Here we have the mountain, and let's cast Balrog and we'll attack. Also we have Aragorn and Arwen. Perfect. Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. Oh my gosh, so many big creatures. So opponent goes first, that looks good. We have the Light Halfling, we have Doors of Durin at the beginning and the Oliphant. So we can start with this hand. And guys, do you remember this game Battle for Middle-earth from EA? It was, I think, around 2004, I think, when this game was released. And it's one of the best games I have ever played, because it's actually a pure Lord of the Rings game, strategy game. And recently I just downloaded a launcher, it's called All-in-One, and it contains all the 3 parts from, yeah, the first part, then the second and the third one about the Witch King. And yeah, it's just amazing to play this game again, because nowadays you cannot buy this game on Steam, or yeah, also you cannot buy it anywhere. So the good thing is there's the launcher, and then you can, it's for free, you can download it, and then you can play this masterpiece of strategy game. Also, it's so legendary. You can also play this Helm's Deep war. What else? The battle for Helm's Deep. Then Isengard. Also, yeah, it's such an amazing game. I think due to rights, I think it's not possible to buy it on Steam or any other launchers. So let's cast Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Now we don't need another copy. Actually, next turn we can already cast Doors of Durin. Iron Apprentice with 2/2 Reluctant Role Model, so they will attack with those 2 creatures. I mean, we can actually block with Elrond. We just need to... Oh no, I just made a mistake. Yeah, that was really bad. So we just need to wait one more turn. Yeah, anyway. So let's cast... I mean, next turn we will just attack with the Lighted Halfling. So let's put the mountain on the battlefield, and then we can also... we can only cast 1 creature here. So let's maybe... maybe we'll just attack first. Let's see what kind of... Perfect. Here we have the Oliphant. I mean, the Oliphant appears always when we need them, when we need the Oliphant. So down to 13, and then let's cast Legolas. Okay, so it doesn't look so bad. Even though we just made a mistake, I think we should have kept Elrond on the battlefield. Radagast the Brown. So we can also, yeah, We will go first for Radagast, so we can... Oh, here we have another Oliphant. But yeah, we'll just use the mountain cycling. Great, and then we can attack with Yeah, unfortunately they will kill Legolas then. They just have to block with the Enduring Bond Warden and the Iron Apprentice. But since we have another copy of Legolas, we'll just attack with them. So hopefully, come on. Ah, it's a land. Great Hall of the Citadel. Oh, very unlucky, by the way. So maybe it would be also great. One of those big creatures, maybe the Generous Ant. So it creates also a food token. Back up. Yeah, I think they will just... Yeah, put it on the Iron Apprentice. So it's a 4/4 creature. Oh, Shale, Dean of Radiance. I think we have to go for Witch King, Bringer of Ruin. Yeah, we'll cast this. We can pick Riders of the Mark. And then we have at least, yeah, one more human creature type on the battlefield. Generous Ant, great. Attack with Radagast the Brown. No, oh my gosh. Where are the creatures? Great, here we have the Balrog. Another Generous Ant. Yeah, they will do the same. Yeah, they will block with Enduring Bond Warden and Iron Apprentice. So at least we will kill the Bond Warden. Now it's a 5/5 creature, so... But it looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, GG, yeah. Next turn we would go for Riders of the Mark and produce some creature tokens. So, opponent goes first. Oh, we have 2 copies of Doors of Durin. We don't need that at the beginning. This looks much better. So we have the Generous Ant. Yeah, we will just put Legolas under the library. And then we can also cast Delighted Halfling. And we have also, yeah, I'm not a fan of those Ley Line of Hope, because it's a huge advantage. You can just start with a extra card on the battlefield without without paying any mana. So Halia, Guided by Light, so they can exile it and then it will return. So Forest and yeah, Wasp Pathfinder. Yeah, I have already an idea what I will do for the next thumbnail. It will be something about the Oliphant. So yeah, it will be amazing. So I really like this creature type, and also the Battle of Minas Tirith while they're arriving there. And yeah, it looks epic. So, and I also paint those miniatures from Lord of the Rings, from Warhammer, and I also purchased a big Oliphant. So yeah, I need to paint it also, and it also contains several minifigures. It looks, yeah, really incredible. So let's cast Elrond. Gloin creates another treasure token. Here we have Arven. I think we just need Doors of Durin actually. We have already 4 creatures on the battlefield, so we can also put another one on the battlefield, the Legolas Master Archer. Yeah, great. Here we have Doors of Durin. We can select Elrond and we can attack. Oh, we are just missing 1 mana, by the way. Now we have, wow, I was just in shock for a moment. Yeah, we have Wasp Pathfinder and the Light Halfling, so it works. Let's attack with Gloin and maybe Legolas. Yeah, Legolas they can't kill. Here we have the Oliphant. Yeah, that's the purpose of the Oliphant. So Elrond, nope. Yeah, they will block Gloin, that's fine. And then, yeah, they only have one creature. Maybe they have something that they can wipe out the whole battlefield. Authority of the consuls, yeah, 2 copies this time. Actually, this card should be a legendary. So we can cast the Witch King of Angmar. And we can scry. Here we have the Oliphant. Great! I love this creature. You will attack, you will not attack. Yeah. I mean, actually, Gloin can also attack. Yeah. The only card that shouldn't attack is Elrond. Here we have the Generous, and I think we should look for another Oliphant. Authority of the consuls. Great. No need. Oh yeah, we have to select the Ring Bearer. It will be Gloin, so we can also draw a card. Oh no, it's the next step then. And then, yeah, Oliphant. Let's see what they will do. They have only 4 mana. Usually for those board wipe cards you need, yeah, you need at least 2 planes. So GG. So we start the game. We have Argon and Arven, yeah. We can keep that. At least we have Delighted Halfling at the beginning. Great Hall of the Citadel. Here we have Friendly Rivalry. Actually, we have 2 copies of that. Hopefully we'll have another creature that produces mana, or maybe maybe the Oliphant or the Generous Ant. So we are still missing 1 mana. Weapons manufacturing. Oh no. Hopefully we will draw next turn. But we are still like creatures here. Would be great if we would have some of the creatures with haste, like Éomer or Éomer. No, actually also I'm thinking about the creatures from Lord of the Rings. Maybe also Mary would be a great card because this creature has haste. And it only costs 2 mana. An Angel Wizard, Reinforced Ronin. I don't know if they will attack. Ah, okay, because they created those tokens. Okay, so they will not attack. Return this creature to its owner's hand. Great, so now we can attack with Arven. There are no creatures. Yeah! Yeah, perfect, Oliphant. This episode must be about this creature. And then we can also use Friendly Rivalry. Unfortunately, we are just missing some mana here right now. So then we could also cast it during our opponent's turn. Yeah, they will cast the Angel Wizard, so now we can just kill this creature. Witch King of Angmar, whenever 1 or more creatures deals combat damage to you. Now we will just get rid of this angel. Perfect, and we can attack. Also we will enhance Arven. I mean, yeah, another Oliphant. That's the power of the Oliphants. GG! So we are now in Platinum rank. Unfortunately the previous games were not that good. Also the opponents left early in the game, and yeah, it doesn't make sense to put it into this episode. So now we are in Platinum, and I think we'll just play maybe 1 or 2 more games in Platinum, so we can also see how it works here. So it deals 1 damage to us, and we have Woe's Pathfinder, and yeah, Mountain. Yeah, and the opponent has a huge library. So 241. Is there a maximum of cards that you are allowed to have in your library or not? So Oliphant, and then we can attack. So yeah, we have Doors of Durin perfect, so next turn, yeah, we are not able to attack. Yeah, amazing sleeves. Ashiok. Yeah, I also have Ashiok. Ashiok is one of my favorite planeswalkers. I also have this in my Pharaoh's Dimir deck. So let's cast the Radagast the Brown. Maybe we'll have one of those. Oh, Generous Ant, perfect. Yeah, either Generous Ant or Oliphant, or maybe Wasp Pathfinder and the Light Halfling. One of those are important to have. So now we can also cast Doors of Durin perfect, and we can attack. Only lands. Okay, so let's attack hopefully. Éomer, Marshal of Rohan, great. We can pick... Witch King, Bringer of Ruin is also an amazing card. Yeah, I think we just need more basic lands. And Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, you just want to bring it straight from the library on the battlefield. Enter the God Eternals, so they killed Éomer. We milled some cards, that's fine. Let's do the forest cycling. And we can... Yeah, we have so many options. We can also cast a King of the Oathbreakers with Flying or Arven. I think we'll just go for Arven. So we have a creature with Indestructible. And we can still use Friendly Rivalry and kill this creature token. Let's attack. Perfect, here we have Kankra. So let's attack. We can still pick some cards, great. Synergy between Radagast the Brown and Doors of Durin. Cosmos Elixir, yeah, it's too late for the opponent. Seize the secrets. Yeah, let's cast King of the Oathbreakers and we can just attack. Pick the Oliphant, do the mountain cycling. Great, and now we can attack. Let's see what we'll put on the back. Riders of the Mark. I think that's the perfect ending. Yeah. You can see Oliphant next, and we'll deal damage to the opponent. Amazing! I mean, it's so funny to cast those big creatures. And yeah, I love this deck because it contains so many big creatures. Riders of the Mark, King of the Oathbreakers is also a very unusual deck. And yeah, here I present you the next thumbnail. Yeah, the Battle of Minas Tirith when they arrived there. And yeah, storming Minas Tirith, and you can see on the ground the whole army of Rohan. Yeah, epic scene. And yeah, if you like my format, I'm just creating sets from decks from one certain set. And playing them unranked, ranked, historic, alchemy, standard, everything. Please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I'm always trying to, yeah, to have a nice discussion and also a nice exchange. So yeah, thank you for watching. And next time, I think the next episode will be about the Watcher in the Water. But I will just make one episode about this creature. I think we don't need to make more, because it's just a fun deck, and we'll just play a couple of games in unranked, and yeah, we'll have our fun with this deck. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.